Hey, I'm standing here in front of Edgeworthia, one of my all-time favorite plants. Why is it one of my favorite plants? Well, it's so unusual. This is called paper plant because it actually in years past in Asia was used to make some of the finest paper. But I love it here in the early morning as I see dew kind of balling up on the really very finely pubescent foliage. It's got a great texture, but one thing I really love about it is it's deciduous and it blooms in around February for us here in the State Botanical Garden of Tennessee, and the blooms are lemony and fragrant and just a great surprise in the winter garden. Now it does need a little protection. Edgeworthia is a plant that really would appreciate a little bit of a semi-shade situation, in particular afternoon shade. So a great plant, you need to learn about it before you plant it because it is a little bit finicky, but one that I want you to know and learn. Long entire foliage, silvery undersides. Once you see this plant in bloom, you won't forget it because of the fragrance, the time of year that it blooms, and also the beauty of the blooms. The blooms are completely pubescent and really unique in the home landscape. Here at our State Botanical Garden, a great plant you really need to know. So Edgeworthia, this is a plant that is variable depending on your site conditions, will be vary in height. I've seen this plant as high as 15 foot high, spreading out as large as 15 foot wide. But I would put this down as 6 by 6 as kind of an average height for this. Edgeworthia, also known as paper plant, superior winter interest for the home landscape. Hardy from zone 7 through 9, maybe in a protected area in zone 6, excuse me. Here's a landscape tip. Edgeworthia thrives in partial shade and appreciates well-enriched, moist soil. So here we have a little bit of an Edgeworthia chrysantha update. Here's another kind of form of Edgeworthia. This cultivar is called Akibono, and it's got kind of these reddish orange flowers. I would say that this cultivar is not quite as strong as the straight species, which of course has yellow flowers, which we'll see as well. But a beautiful kind of rare, unique one in the landscape. Does need a little bit of protection, not quite as hardy as the straight species, not quite as vigorous as the straight species, but definitely a conversation piece in the landscape as it blooms and then turns into foliage.